Good day, everybody. I'm Nola from Serenidad Consulting in the Peace Ranch. I'm standing in an area called Mudgeeraba, which is the start of the hinterland of the Gold Coast, and it's a beautiful day today. We have been lucky to have excellent weather over the Christmas period. Yesterday, Christmas Day, was quite cool, which meant that for those of us that were cooking hot lunches, we were able to escape most of the humidity that we find here on the Gold Coast. Fun is the word that I would most use to describe my Christmas day, and I put that down to one person in particular, my son. My son is 39 years old, or years young, and he has always been a very funny person, but as he's gotten older, he's perpetually funny, and he brings joy in ways that I don't think he even understands. And I said to my future daughter-in-law yesterday, is there a day that goes by where he doesn't, make you laugh by saying something funny? And before she could have a chance to answer, he said, some days she doesn't find me funny. Human nature is a wonderful thing, and when we think about human nature at its best, it's all about our goodness that comes from within. The very first letter of the word peace is P, and that stands in my new model for peace, all about people and the planet. And as you can see around me, there are absolutely beautiful trees and subtropical plants. The cicadas are singing nearby. There's very little traffic today, which is helpful, and this is a particularly secluded park, which is helpful when you're filming something like this and you want to have a relative amount of quiet background noise. But every time I step into nature, I think how precious it is. And whilst human beings and being together is so important, if we didn't have a world that sustained life, then there would be nothing for us to enjoy and no reason to be. So for us to continue to enjoy life the way that we want, we need to protect the environment around us. We need to honour it as much as we honour our relationships with each other. Personal power is something we all have, and choices that you make each and every day will determine your strategic impact, the footprint that you leave as you journey through your life. There is a word called heart prints that oftentimes refers to the impact we have on other people. And I can think of one situation in my life where after 43 years, I was finally able to let go of somebody whom I knew was probably the deepest romantic heartprint in my life. But that particular sentiment was not reciprocated, and after 43 years I was able to let go of my soul wanting to be with that soul again. And 2022 for me was what I would call a liberating year. My son is the deepest heartprint that I've ever felt, and I'm very fortunate to have had, more than 39 years with him in my life. In fact, more than 40 when you think about my pregnancy. And I will be forever grateful that I had the opportunity to have him, and the joy of bringing another life into the world and being able to share this world with him has been an absolute honour. If I were to recommend one thing without sounding like I'm giving unsolicited advice, I would recommend that you spend the next few days before the end of the year turns around and reflect on how important people have been in your life. The love of my life will not be someone I have the opportunity to spend my life with. However, I will spend the rest of my life cherishing the very good times that we did have and remembering the tiny little things that he did and he said that were just for me and just for us. And nobody can take those special moments away. As I journey into what I call the next half of my life, I will be nurturing the relationships I have now, and I look forward to friendships and family as they are brought into my life. I look forward to all of those relationships, and I hope that I have the opportunity to impress on those people the absolute importance of maintaining the world that we have around us and nurturing not just our human relationships, but our relationships with nature and with the animals and other species that we hold so dear. I hope you have a wonderful rest of year. I will be back with more regular podcasts in 2023. 2022 has been a year of significant change for Serenidad and the Peace Ranch, and as a result, I've felt it not so vital to tape these sessions, but I will be bringing more of these podcasts to you in 2023. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve and that you ring in the new year with the people that mean the most.